Dear shareholders, good morning. I am Nilabja Chakrabarti, Company Secretary of Tata Consumer Products Limited. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 60th Annual General Meeting of your company. Today's meeting is conducted through video conference and other audiovisual modes. Before we proceed, here are a few important points to note for your participation. Members have joined the meeting on first come, first served basis through video conference and other audiovisual means. The live streaming of this meeting is being webcasted on NSDL's website. To ensure a smooth flow, all members joining via video conference has been automatically muted to avoid background noise or disturbances. During the question and answer session, the chairman will announce the names of the registered speaker shareholders who will be given an opportunity to speak one by one. The speaker shareholders will be unmuted by the host and they should turn on their video. However, if any shareholder is unable to join via video for any reason, the shareholder may speak through the audio mode. While speaking, please follow these guidelines. Use earphones for clear audibility, minimize background noise, disconnect Wi-Fi from other devices for better connection quality, close any interfering background applications, ensure adequate lighting for good video experience. In case of connectivity issue at the speaker shareholder's end, we will proceed to the next speaker. Each speaker is requested to limit their speech to 3 minutes to allow all shareholders to express their views. In case of any technical difficulties, refer the helpline number mentioned in the notice of this meeting. Let me now explain the voting process for the resolutions. The company has provided its members the option to cast their votes on resolution being considered at this meeting through the remote electronic voting system administered by NSDL. The remote e-voting period was open from 2nd June at 9 am to 5th June up to 5 pm. For members attending this meeting who have not yet voted, the facility to vote during the meeting is also available, which is active now. Members can visit the voting page of the NSDL e-voting website and cast their vote while simultaneously participating in the meeting. Dr. Asim Kumar Chattopadhyay, practicing company secretary, has been appointed as scrutinizer to scrutinize the votes cast at the meeting and through remote e-voting. Since the meeting is conducted through video conference and other audiovisual means, and the resolutions mentioned in the notice of the meeting have already been put to vote through remote e-voting, there will be no requirement for proposing and seconding of the resolutions. Thank you. Over to you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you, Nilabja. Good morning, shareholders. I warmly welcome you all to the 60th Annual General Meeting of Tata Consumer Products Limited. I thank all of you who have joined this meeting. The Ministry of Company Affairs, through its general circulars, has permitted the holding of the AGM through video conference and other audiovisual means. Hence, in compliance with the directions of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and as per the SEBI listing regulations, this AGM is conducted through video conference and other audiovisual means. The live streaming of this meeting is also being webcast on NSDL's website. The company has taken the requisite steps to enable members to participate and vote on the items being considered at this AGM. As the requisite quorum is present, I am calling this meeting to order. Now I will request the board members who joined this meeting through the video conference to confirm their participation and introduce themselves. I request Mr. K.P. Krishnan.
Good morning and welcome, shareholders. I am K.P. Krishnan, Independent Director and Chairperson of the Audit Committee of the Board of your company. I am joining this meeting through video conferencing from Bangalore. Thank you.
Mr. Bharat Puri.
Good morning, shareholders. I am Bharat Puri, Independent Director and Chairman of the Risk Management Committee. I am joining this video conference from Mumbai.
Shikha Sharma.
Good morning, shareholders. I'm Shikha Sharma, Independent Director and Chairperson of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee of the board of this company. I'm joining this meeting through VC from Mumbai.
Mr. Siraj Chaudhary.
Good morning, shareholders. I'm Siraj Chaudhary, Independent Director on the Board of Tata Consumer Products Limited. I chair the Stakeholder Relationship Committee and CSR and Sustainability Committee of the board.
Mr. David Green.
Welcome, shareholders. My name is David Crean. I am an independent director of the company. I am joining this meeting through video conference from London.
Mr. Balaji? You are on mute.
Hello, hope you're able to hear me. Good morning, shareholder. This is Balaji here, your non-executive director of the company. I'm joining this meeting from my office in Bombay House, Mumbai.
With me present here are Mr. Sunil D'Souza, CEO and MD, L. Krishna Kumar, Executive Director and Group CFO, Mr. Ajit Krishna Kumar, Chief Operating Officer, and Mr. Nilabja Chakrabarti, Company Secretary. Mr. Shivakumar, the Chief Financial of the company, has also joined this meeting through video conference from the corporate office in Bengaluru. The statutory auditors, Mr. Sanjeev Pilgaonkar, and the secretarial auditor, Dr. Asim Kumar Chattopadhyay, have joined this meeting via video conference. Additionally, the members of the senior leadership team of the company have also joined this meeting virtually from their respective locations. The company has received letters along with the board resolutions from 27 corporate shareholders appointing and authorizing representatives under Section 113 of the Companies Act 2013. These represent 32 crores 63 lakhs 86,100 shares, which is 35.13% of the paid-up equity capital of the company. As there is no physical attendance of members, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. The registers, as mandated by the Companies Act 2013, and the documents specified in the resolutions mentioned in the AGM notice are available for inspection. The integrated annual report and notice convening the meeting have already been circulated to these members. The following resolutions were proposed for the approval of the shareholders. Number 1, adoption of audited standalone financial statements for FY 22-23. Number 2, adoption of audited consolidated financial statements for FY 22-23. Number 3, declaration of final dividend of rupees 8.45 per equity share. Number 4, appointment of N. Chandrasekharan as director liable to retire by rotation. Number 5, ratification of cost auditors remuneration for FY 23-24. Number 6, reappointment of Mr. L. Krishna Kumar as Executive Director and Group CFO of the company up to the period ending October 31st, 2023, and approval of payment of remuneration. With your permission, I take the notice convening the meeting as received and read, including the text of the resolutions and the explanatory statements. Since the statutory auditors have not made any observation, qualification, or comment in their report regarding the financial transactions or matters adversely affecting the functioning of the company, there is no need to read the auditor's report. Before I proceed with the rest of the meeting, I would like to make some comments. Your company, Tata Consumer Products Limited, has been on a transformative journey, and it has made significant progress during the last 3 years into becoming and evolving a leading FMCG company. During this period, a number of decisive actions have been taken to become a growth-oriented company and build a strong organizational capability. The company continues to focus on strengthening its core business and at the same time open exciting new opportunities to expand the target addressable market. The global environment has been sort of challenging due to a volatile macroeconomic condition as well as the geopolitics. Under these circumstances, the company remains steadfast and has been focusing on executing the strategic agenda and build on a strong platform that it has. The progress is visible across multiple parameters. The company's sales and distribution network has expanded threefold from a direct outlets of 0.5 million to 1.5 million outlets. The company set up a fit for the future R&D capability that has really helped to step up the pace of innovation. Last year, the company launched twice the number of products as the year before. We have expanded the portfolio of the company to include a number of new categories. The innovation agenda of the company is driven by key consumer trends, namely wellness and health, digitization, and convenience. This has helped the company to improve its innovation to sales ratio from 0.8% to 3.4% in the last 3 years. During these 3 years, the company has also delivered a strong CAGR of 17% in revenue terms and 13% in the EBITDA terms. The growth businesses of the company, namely the ready-to-drink beverages, ready-to-eat food, Sampan and Tata Soulful, have recorded a growth of 53%. Starbucks has stepped up the pace of opening new stores and opened the highest ever number of stores of 71 in number during the last fiscal. With this, Tata Starbucks is getting to reach close to 350 stores. In the international business, the company has recorded a decent growth in revenue terms, but in the margin has been affected by the commodity inflation as well as the currency movements. The company is focused on strengthening the portfolio for its international business in terms of growing its non-black tea business, opening up the reach for its coffee business, and also getting the ethnic ready-to-eat and ready-to-cook products in the international markets. The company continues its simplification journey. As you know, the Tata Coffee merger is on the cards and should be completed this year. In terms of operational performance, for the last fiscal year, the company delivered a revenue of 13,783 crores, 11% growth over the previous year, and 1,874 crores in EBITDA, which is about 7% over the last year, and 1,320 crores in PAT, which is a 30% up from the previous year. A healthy EPS growth of 28% and a dividend proposed, subject to your approval today in this meeting, of 40%. The company is aligned with the Tata Group's vision towards sustainability, which is being driven by an overarching project, Project Alingana, where we address all the sustainability issues and have taken audacious targets. The group itself has committed to becoming net zero by 2045, and Tata Consumer Products is committed to becoming net zero, water neutral, and promote circular economy in plastics, expand its diversity of workforce, and build strong sustainable sourcing and build a supply chain resulting in sustainable products. At this time, I would like to take a moment to express our deep sense of loss at the passing away of Mr. R.K. Krishna Kumar, RKK as we fondly called him. Mr. RKK shaped the evolution of your company from being a simple plantations company to be a global major in the Tata beverages segment. And Tata Tea became a household name in this country under his leadership. He also led the group's international acquisition by acquiring Tetley. And more importantly, he was the perfect leader who lived by the Tata ethos of giving back to the community and led by example for all of us to follow. We will miss him. And with those words, I would like to take the opportunity to thank all of you for your support to Tata Consumer Products Limited and look forward to interacting with you. Before I turn to the shareholders, I would request the CEO and MD, Mr. Sunil D'Souza, to make his presentation.
Thank you, Chairman. Dear shareholders, I'll walk you through the highlights of FY23. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah, so Tata Consumer now is an integrated food and beverage company with the rich heritage of Tata, aspiring, as the chairman said, for a larger share of the FMCG world. 13,800 crores consolidated revenue and market cap of 73,000 crores. Among the top 10 FMCGs, number 2 branded tea player globally. We reach north of 200 million households and distribute to 3.8 million retail outlets with about 4,000 employees worldwide. Next slide. In terms of key highlights and financial performance, next slide. As the chairman mentioned, consolidated revenue up 11%, in constant currency 10%, group net profit up 30%. India business was up by 10%, beverages up by 1%, and India foods up by 26%, and international business was up 8%. Consolidated EBITDA up by 7% for the year, but margin contraction of 50 bips, led by a volatile commodity and currency environment. However, we continue to deliver strong free cash flow conversions. Free cash conversion to EBITDA was nearly 100%. And as the chairman mentioned, the proposed dividend of 8.45 per share is up by 40% year on year. Next slide. In terms of highlights, in terms of the businesses, India beverages crossed 5,000 crores, growing 1%. India foods is now larger than the international businesses at close to 3,700 crores, up by 26%. US coffee driven by pricing up 15%, close to 1,500 crores. International tea north of 2,100 crores, up by 3%. Tata Coffee had a good year, growing 27% to 1,360 crores. So overall, 11% growth at 13,783 crores. Next slide. In financial performance, 13,783 crores, up 11%, EBITDA up 7%, group net profit up 30%. We have 2,945 crores of cash on our books. In terms of margins, as I mentioned, EBITDA margin contracted by 50 bips, but group net profit was up by 40 bips, which brings the EPS up to 13.02, up by 28%. Next slide. So in terms of 3 years, overall, India revenue CAGR has grown at 17%, international at 3%, consolidated we've grown at 13%. Consolidated EBITDA also is CAGR growth of 13%. Consolidated net group profit has grown at 42% and EPS at 38%. Next slide. We have shown consistent growth in the dividend payout, and as I mentioned, this year the proposed dividend payout is 8.45, up by 40% year on year, and we've continued to inch up on market capitalization. If you look at as of 15th of May and you look at a 5-year CAGR, our market cap has grown 29%, and in terms of 3-year CAGR, we've grown at 26%. Next slide. Next slide. So we've defined six strategic pillars, which is strengthen and accelerating core, driving digital and innovation, unlocking synergies and costs, creating future-ready organization, exploring new opportunities, both organic and inorganic, and embedding sustainability. Next slide. As the chairman mentioned, in terms of core, the biggest thing is our sales and distribution infrastructure. We've grown our direct reach from 0.5 million to 1.5. We made a public commitment of hitting 4 million outlets in terms of numeric reach by September. We are at 3.8 in March, well in reach of the 4 million. In addition, now in this year, in FY24, we are increasing bandwidth at the front end in all 10 lakh plus population towns by split routes, separate food and beverage routes to provide increased focus. And now going down to 50,000 and 20,000 population towns, adding sub-distributors and upgrading our sub-distributors to increase our direct coverage. Next slide. In terms of, again, core channels of the future, we've shown good growth. Modern trade has grown 14%. Modern trade has grown 21%, now contributing to 14% of our business. And e-commerce has grown 32%, contributing 9% of our business. And both these channels are critical as we expand our portfolio. So we introduced 69 new SKUs on shelf in modern trade, and new product contribution in e-commerce is now 10%. Next slide. In terms of strengthening our brands and our products in beverages, we continued our hyperlocal focus. Yes, we did lose a bit of share in volume and value because of softness in specific geographies and rural areas, but we are confident we'll pull it back. Next slide. In salt, it's been a good journey. We moved beyond Tata Salt to play popular mass, premium and super premium. Our salt market share was up by 75 bips, and share of value-added salts from less than 1% in FY20 is north of 5% now. Next slide. Innovation is a big focus for us. From 0.8%, we've now moved to 3.4% and nearly doubled the number of launches, having new launches across all the categories to expand our total addressable market. Next slide. Digital is another big focus to make sure we are a digital first organization. So far, we've now shifted completely to the cloud. We run one single instance of SAP globally. We've got an integrated S&D backbone with Salesforce, with SSFAs and DMS linked to our SAP systems. We run a Blue Yonder integrated business planning system, and now are enabling dashboards across the organization with Clearview Analytics. Going forward, we will focus on data-driven NPD, AI/ML-led procurement. We will leverage more data to step up our revenue growth management to the next level and focus on data-driven marketing and ROI-led spend allocations. Next slide. Simplify, synergize in line with the group's narrative. We are consolidating our legal structures. The target is to go from 45 to about 25 entities in the first phase. We have already in the middle of the NCLT process with Tata Coffee, entering the final leg. And we've consolidated ownership in JVs to increase value in Bangladesh and as well as South Africa. Next slide. Our momentum continues in the new engines of growth. Sampann, Nourishco, Soulful, Smart Foods is up by 53% for the year. And growth businesses now contribute to 15%, up from 6% when we started off. Next slide. And on the inorganic phases, whatever we have done, we have delivered results. Nourishco, when we acquired it, it was 180 crores in FY20. It's now 621 crores. We've increased capacity for all the products, and now we cover 650,000 outlets, up by 70% just the last 1 year. Soulful has grown revenue by 100% and continues to capitalize on our extensive distribution network. We're driving accessibility and affordability with the 10 rupee packs on No Maida Choco and expanding Soulful's field of play. We've entered Soulful Masala Oats, which has been tracking ahead of all our internal KPIs. Smart Foods, we rebranded Tata Q to Tata Sampann Yumside for domestic and Tata Rasa for international. We've revamped our recipes and introduced a host of new products and SKUs to augment the existing portfolio. International, Tata Rasa has just delivered its first shipments to UK, US and Canada, and we remain quite optimistic about success out there. Next slide. Starbucks, as the chairman mentioned, has crossed 1,000 crores for the year, 333 stores, opened the highest number of 71 stores for the year. More importantly, as we rapidly expand, we are enhancing relevance for more segment of consumers, especially tier 2, tier 3 towns. We've introduced familiar and more loved options in our beverages menu, masala chai, filter coffee, milkshakes, introduced a new affordable, smaller 6-ounce pico size. We've revamped our food menu for fresh and healthy shareable plates and refurbished our store interiors to make them more inviting. Next slide. Sustainability, we made commitments across all the different parameters in line with Project Alingana of the group. We have made commitments on better nutrition, better planet in terms of net zero, water neutrality, zero waste, and packaging material to be 100% recyclable, compostable, or reusable. We have commitments on better communication, both in terms of communities as well as building an inclusive and diverse culture, and better sourcing in terms of sustainable supply chains. Next slide. In terms of business performance, next slide. Revenue for beverages, as I mentioned, declined 5% with a 1% volume decline, owing to weakness in some of our key markets and price corrections. However, the 3-year CAGR remains at 10%. Further, there was an improvement in Q4 FY23 with revenue growth of 1% and 3% volume growth. Next slide. India Foods delivered good numbers, 26% volume growth, 29% growth in Sampann, and 76 bps improvement in market share. Salt grew by 25% with a 3-year CAGR of 19%. Next slide. Narishco, as I already mentioned, 80% revenue growth to 621 crores. Copper Water, Tata Copper Plus was 2x last year. Himalayan grew 85% and was extremely profitable. Next slide. Tata Coffee grew by 25% with 17% plantations growth and 26% extractions growth. Next slide. Thank you. Starbucks opened 71 stores, now up to 333 stores, and we are present now in 41 cities. Next slide. International operations, the UK revenue was flat and value market share was maintained at 19%. In addition, we merged T-Pigs with our UK business to drive synergies, took price increases, and we've seen sequential margin improvement. And we're working to deliver the new Tetley tea, both blend as well as packaging, sustainable packaging in 2023 in order to unlock brand equity and build the business. The US revenue growth on coffee was 7%, tea was -2%, market share was 4.2%. More importantly, again in the US, we took a series of price increases to mitigate cost inflation and have seen sequential margin improvement. T-Pigs is the fastest growing brand in specialty tea, growing 4x the category. In Canada, our strongest market internationally, revenue growth was up 9%, and we continued our leadership at 27.7% in the regular tea segment. Next slide. Your company won a series of awards. Next slide. On the corporate front, we won gold for best business and financial content. On packaging, we were recognized by the Indian Institute of Packaging, SIA School of Packaging, and the World Packaging Organization. On learning intervention, our Catalyst won 8 awards at the prestigious Brandon Hall Group. In terms of growth, we were recognized as the fastest growth food and beverage company at Dun & Bradstreet Corporate Awards 2022. We were recognized as India's 4th most valuable brand in the food and beverage category in Brand Finance in 2022, ranked in Kantar Brand Footprint 2022 as 5th most chosen FMCG brand, and our corporate website won the Golden Quill Award at the International Association of Business Communications. Next slide. We won a series of awards on the sustainability front, as well as all our brands, including Chakra Gold, Tata Coffee, Tetley, Premium, Soulful, won various awards for PR and brand campaigns. That brings me to my end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sunil. With that, I would like to now invite all the registered shareholders who wish to speak at this meeting to share their remarks. As the number of shareholders who have registered is large in number, I would request each of the shareholders to be brief and sharp in their remarks so that we can give opportunity to all shareholders. Let me start with inviting Dr. Arun Kumar to share his views.
Morning, sir. To Tata Tea, with his impact, I did spend a lot of time with him during November, December 2016. May his soul rest in peace and his family take the loss and carry forward. So, Chairman, sir, can you hear me now? Chairman, sir, your favorite word, tension lene ka nahi, gyan dene ka nahi. Sir, you gave me a lot of tension. I'm unable to speak. I'm not going to give you any gyan. In a century, the world has seen Spanish flu, global economic crisis, world wars, corona. We lost friends, relatives. We were scared but survived. We did have a lot of experimental learning. We were lucky to have found the next gen leaders too. But the positive points, forecast says Indian GDP will grow at 6 to 6.8%. The GST revenues have increased. And the biggest proof that Indian economy is doing well is that the cost of elections is rising. So definitely there is boom in the economy. Sir, there are a lot of questions. Can you hear me properly? Because somehow there's a lot of confusion. So HR recruitment, our employees, what is the average age and employees by gender, and what is our HR policy to create a balanced lifestyle for its members after Corona? There is a skill mismatch needing a rebooting of the system. And what is TCP's training budget? What is your cost control strategy to optimize? Do you optimize on procurement costs or through economies and bargaining power? And will we ever enter cultured and plant-based meat and eggs, etc., without sacrificing flavor, nutrition, and quality? Are we planning for alternative proteins? And millets, sir, Government of India has taken a lot of interest in millets, declaring it as the year of millets. What are TCPL's plans? Any investment in startups? Lastly, size of the FMCG industry in the coming 5 to 7 years. Sir, in conclusion, tension lene ka nahi, sir, profit dene ka hai. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Somehow, I'm not happy with the way the interaction was with this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr.
I'm in
Arun
Hyderabad right
Kumar.
now.
Manas Banerjee. Sir, can you speak?
I am audible, sir. Hello?
Yes, yes.
Sir, I am audible. Good morning, everybody. Respected Chairman, present board members, and my fellow online shareholders. I am Manoj Banerjee, an equity shareholder of Tata Consumer Products Limited, joining the AGM through DC from Kolkata. I convey my sincere thanks to our company secretary, Mr. Nilabja Chakrabarty, and his team for giving me an opportunity to speak at the AGM of the company. Sir, I already supported all the resolutions by voting. Sir, as per my observations, our company has been maintaining a healthy dividend payout, 845%. Is that 40% increase over last financial year? Congratulations to the board for liberalized dividend policy. Our company has a good cash flow management and delivered a good top line and bottom line growth. Company has flawless balance sheet with solid track record. Congratulations to the management team for 23% increase in CSR policy and increase allocation in R&D for the current financial year. Now I have some specific query. Sir, 20% volume decrease in 8 o'clock. I would like to know the main reasons and how our company overcome this. Number second, sir, as our business weaker in the South India, if you compare with other parts of India, has there been a state-wide specific strategy in the international market growth as well as margins going down? I would like to know your valuable opinion. Before I conclude, my special thanks to Mr. Sitankar Roy and Mr. Orgho Chatterjee, both from our registered office personnel. They are sober and always cordial with the shareholders. Normal monsoon, government initiatives to boost rural economy, healthy economic growth, favorable demographic profile, increasing disposable income and change customer taste will support the FMCG sector in large. Thank you for patience hearing.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Tamal Majumdar.
Yes, sir. Respected Chandra sir, Mr. D'Souza, Mr. Krishna Kumar, Mr. Balaji, and other directors of the company, myself, Tamal Kumar Majumdar, an equity shareholder from Kolkata. Thank you, Chairman, sir, and Mr. D'Souza for sharing your thoughts with us. My special thanks to our beloved company secretary, Shareholder Chakrabarti, and his dedicated team of executives, like ever smiling Shiv Shankar Rai, Argo Chatterjee, and others, for sending the annual report well in time and for maintaining cordial relations with us. Nilabji is always available over phone or mail and always ready to help shareholders. We are really fortunate to get such a wonderful person as our company secretary. Sir, I also hope that Mr. David Green, ex-VP of Corporate RD and ex and Chief Science Officer of USD 40 billion company Mars Incorporated, who joined us as an independent director during the year, started enjoying working with us with our fantastic team of management. I only want to mention here that the R&D is a formidable part for the development of a company like us. But in this segment, our expenditure increased from a mere 0.24% to 0.34% during the year or financial year 23. Its subsidiary Tata Coffee's position is much worse, and they made an expenditure of 0.1% on net sales. I believe that the formidable team of him, Vikas Gupta, and others will bring variety in our business in the coming years with increased expenditure on R&D. Sir, want to know your view in this respect, sir. Sir, I have gone through the annual report and subsidiary accounts for the year financial year 23 and have some queries, and as usual seek your indulgence. In addition to Chairman's letter titled Towards Better Future, this time the management added another item titled Question and Answer with MD and CEO. It's a good idea to give a picture relating to performance of the company during financial year 23 and future outlook. But I must regret to say that our beloved Mr. D'Souza is interested in disclosing more data to analysts than its own family members. Like negative 1% volume growth during full year, tea volume dip. In USA, coffee volume was 20% negative, bad shape in Bangladesh unit. Indian beverage volume growth was only 3%. Revenue growth was 8%. In India, food business volume growth was 2%, and revenue growth was 26%. And overall currency growth was 12% and reported 14% during the year. So it appears that the company's growth story is mainly dependent on increase in prices and foreign currency growth during financial year 23. Except salt and food business, it appears from his interview that market is recovering from the fourth quarter of financial year 23. Would you please share your thoughts in this respect of the above matters, considering current year's position? Whether the company is noticing any positive change due to increase in coffee price by 15% in UK during February 23? Because it is mentioned that in February, 15% increase in coffee price took place in UK. So what is the change you are noticing? And how Tata Neu helped our company's business during financial year 23 and current year? Sir, under innovation, 34 launches took place during financial year 23. How they are doing and what was their contribution to total turnover during financial year 23? And how many projected launches will take place during the current year? Sir, it is also noted that dividend income from subsidiaries and associates decreased from 143.85 crores to 48.85 crores only during financial year 23. Page 328 disclosed that three subsidiaries, namely Tata Consumer Products UK Group Limited, Tata Consumer Products Capital Limited, and Tata Tea Extractions, which paid dividends to our company totaling 97 crore last year, have not paid a single farthing to our company during the current year. How these units are doing during the current year? And are you happy noticing the performance of our subsidiaries, associate companies during financial year 23? We have to know whether you are happy with the workings of the subsidiaries and associates. Sir, in your letter, it is mentioned that the company committed to reach 4 million outlets within September 23, and it is on track. And in page 23, Mr. D'Souza mentioned they directly reached 1.5 million outlets and indirectly reached 2.3 million outlets, making it total 3.8 million. So company's direct reach is much lower than its indirect reach to customers through outlets. When do you believe that company's direct reach among its customers will increase and surpass indirect reach? And whether proposed appointment of distributors in towns with 50,000 population and high-income towns with 20,000 populations will fill the gap. Seek your view in this regard, sir. Sir, Tata Tetley ACR Bangladesh is in very bad shape. It was 50-50 joint venture with Advanced Chemical Industries Limited, Bangladesh. It has an accumulated loss balance and equity capital as on 30th June 2022, were in Bangladesh Taka of 70.85 crores and 65 crores respectively. After 100% takeover by our company with other subsidiaries, how the unit is doing? Whether the group injected more money into it and restructured it during the year, and what will be the fate of huge loss? Please share with us your view in this regard, sir. Sir, during the last 2 years, company incurred 54 crore under exceptional items for restructuring and reorganization cost and booked a gain of conversion of JV to subsidiary of 95 crores in the consolidated exceptional income. Money in conceptual, it is in page 395. Would you share details in this aspect and impact on its company? Sir, it is gratifying to note that salt market increased by 76 basis points during financial year 23 to 37.7%. It is also nice to note that several premium products under salt is doing well. Increase in price of Tata Salt and premium salt by 23% and 24% respectively absorbed by the market. How it is doing during the current year? Whether management is contemplating any further increase in prices during financial year 24 also. Sir, our company took control of Tata Smart Food from Tata Industries at a consideration of 395 crores. The said company is still in very bad shape, with revenue from operations was a mere 15 crores, with a loss before tax of 45.75 crores, and with an accumulated loss balance of 279.09 crores against equity capital of 539 crores. As on 31st March 2023, with further injection of further fresh fund of 41.5 crores into equity during financial year 23. When do you expect it stop bleeding and turnaround will take place? And sir, it is nice to note that by the end of financial year 23, our revenue of Starbucks, our 50-50 joint venture, Tata Starbucks Limited, crossed 1,000 crore with 71 new stores, making it 333. Our company made a further investment of 100 crores in its equity during financial year 23, making total investment at 572.80 crores, 30 crores. Our company mentioned that we are EBITDA positive but PAT negative during financial year 23. When do you believe it will be able to wipe out its accumulated loss and start giving us return by way of dividend? And what is the status of Moonshot pilot project, as mentioned in the report? Tata Consumer Soulful Limited nearly doubled its turnover to 64.30 crores, which is mainly due to overall 26% increase in prices against volume growth of only 2%. It is still losing money and accumulated loss balance is 137 crores. As on 31st March, what is your view about the company and entire food business? Sir, Narishko Beverages Limited increased its turnover by a whopping 80% during financial year 23 and booked a profit of 31.97 crores. And like earlier years, after considering business support service income from TCPL of 25.8 crore, it has also an accumulated loss balance of 116 crores. Whether the momentum is still continuing in increasing the price, increasing the market share, and during financial year 23, it reached 70% of the country. When it will be available pan-India? The report said that during 23, the company reached 70% of overall Indian market. So when it will reach pan-India? And when do you believe it will be able to liquidate accumulated loss balance? And how Tata Sampann business is doing during the current year? Whether the management is bullish about becoming a profit center in the coming years? And last point, sir, it is noted from Company Secretary's letter dated 16/5/2023 that to stock exchange regarding effective termination of the GDR program and subsequent delisting from London Stock Exchange and Luxembourg Stock Exchange with effect from 23rd June 23. What is the present status in this regard? Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you all for patient hearing.
Thank you, Tamal. Mr. Manoj Gupta. Mr. Manoj Gupta. Can't hear him. You are in mute.
There appears to be a technical Gupta's connectivity. We could move on to the next shareholder.
Meghna Bajoria.
Good morning, respected Chairman and members of the board. I am Meghna Bajoria, a proud shareholder of the company and a member of Millennium Mams Kolkata chapter. The entire Kolkata is waiting for Mr. Chandrasekharan, but this year also the AGM is being held online. Chairman sir, kindly accept our forum's humble request to meet you at Bombay House. Sir, my question is, 63% of revenue comes from Indian branded business, and India is poised to become a 5 trillion economy. Sir, what is your general view of the growth pattern? India business versus international business in TCPL, whether it will be 80-20 or 70-30. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Vishwendra Kundu. Sir, can you speak?
Mr. Kundu, kindly unmute your microphone, please. There appears to be a connectivity problem. We could move on to our next speaker.
Mr. Santosh Saraf.
हेलो
Yes,
माननीय
sir.
अध्यक्ष जी, उपाध्यक्ष में सदस्यगण और मेरे शेयर होल्डर भाइयों बहनों, मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
Yes.
सर आवाज पहुंच रही है चेयरमैन साहब? अच्छा, माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, उपस्थित निदेशक सदस्यगण और मेरे शेयर होल्डर भाइयों बहनों, जो आज हम वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस प्रेजेंट हैं, मैं संतोष कुमार सराफ कलकत्ता से सर्वप्रथम आप सभी को नमस्कार करता हूँ। आशा करता हूँ इस समय आप अच्छे स्वास्थ्य में और सुरक्षित होंगे सर। सर मैं कंपनी के बारे में क्या कहूँ, काफी अच्छा रिजल्ट दिया कंपनी ने और करीबन डिविडेंड भी काफी अच्छा आपने दिया, 845% डिविडेंड, जो कि लास्ट ईयर से 40% ज्यादा है सर। सर मैंने ज्यादा प्रश्न में एक या दो प्रश्न है। आपने जैसे अपने रिपोर्ट में क्या कि आप इसका रागी का यूज चालू की है कुछ प्रोडक्ट के अंदर में, तो मेरे को पूछना है कि और भी मिलेट है जैसे बाजरा है, ज्वार है, इनके भी यूज की आप फ्यूचर में चालू करने के विचार तो बताइएगा सर। और सर एक मैंने देखा जो न्यूरिस्को का जो अपना प्रोडक्ट है वो नॉर्थ ईस्ट में, यानी जो 7 सिस्टर स्टेट है वहां पर तो अभी पहुंचे नहीं सर, तो उसका क्या रीजन है सर? जैसे मेघालय, अरुणाचल, मणिपुर में अभी न्यूरिस्को का प्रोडक्ट पहुंचा नहीं है, तो उसके लिए आपका क्या प्लानिंग है ये भी बताइएगा सर। और ज्यादा समय न लेते हुए एक बार आप सभी को नमस्कार करता हूँ और आप सभी के अच्छे स्वास्थ्य की कामना करता हूँ। जितने भी हमारे कर्मचारी हैं उनको भी धन्यवाद देता हूँ, जिनकी गहरी मेहनत के कारण आज हमें बहुत से अवार्ड भी मिले और हमारी कंपनी आगे बहुत आगे बढ़ रही है। इसलिए वो धन्यवाद पास उन सभी कर्मचारियों को, उन सभी एसोसिएट को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ और आशा करता हूँ इसी तरह फ्यूचर में भी हमें हेल्प करेंगे, अच्छा रिजल्ट मिलेंगे। धन्यवाद सर। और जब बीसी मीटिंग कंटिन्यूस रखेगा अगले साल भी, मैं समझता हूँ बीसी मीटिंग काफी अच्छी सर, देखिए हम लोग कलकत्ते से बाहर वाले सब अटेंड कर सकते हैं। नमस्कार। नमस्कार चंद्रशेखर।
Thank you. Sarita Lohia.
Very good morning, respected Chairman, sir, and members of the board. I'm Sarita Lohia, a member of Millennium Mams Kolkata chapter and a hardcore Tata investor, sir. Sir, my question is that could you please share the margin levels in global business and domestic business of our company? And one more thing, sir, that as people are shifting from plastic to glass, so will this affect our water business? Thank you, sir.
Anuja Kumar.
Good morning, Chairman, sir, and members of the board. I'm a proud shareholder of the company and also a member of Millennium Mams from Kolkata. Chairman, sir, my question is, what is the ratio of tea, coffee, and others? Could you please give the projection for 2025 and also explain how this ratio will change? Also, sir, in case of tea and coffee, what is the percentage of global trade versus the domestic trade? Thank you so much.
Subhashkar.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Hello. Very good morning, everyone. Respected chairman and others board member. Myself, Subhashkar, joining from Kolkata. My special thanks to respected company secretary and his team for sending annual report well in advance and allowed to the speak at this platform. Our company is almost debt free and paying healthy dividend, 845%. Our company announced excellent result for the current financial year. Congratulations to the board members. Now coming to my queries. Our company is healthy reserve fund in hand. My question is, do you consider special to a bonus share? Next, of the total permanent employees, 86% are men and only 14% are women. Sir, I hope you will look into the matter. Next, at page number 238, complaints and grievance, I saw in others 50% complaints still pending. I would like to know the reason. I have already casted my e-voting in favor of the all resolution. I hope our company will do better in coming year under the leadership of our respected chairman. Thank you and wishing you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Sharat Kumar Shah.
Mr. Shah, kindly unmute your microphone. There appears to be a technical problem with Mr. Shah's connection. We could move on to our next shareholder.
Hello.
Mr. Kamal
Hello. Can you hear me?
Jawar.
Hello. Can you hear me, sir? Sharat Kumar Shah. Sharat Kumar
Yes,
Shah
I can
speaking,
hear you,
sir.
Sharat Kumar Shah.
Hello, sir. Good morning. The Tata Consumer Company doesn't remember you, but I remember you. Last 4 days, I'm searching for you from 2nd June. Wish you happy birthday, sir. And happy, very, very happy birthday, sir, to you. 2nd June, last 4 days, I am searching you. And another thing, sir, the Tata consumer, Tata Sons cares about consumer. That is why the Tata Sons has kept Tata consumer meeting first during this year, not Tata consultancy. Another thing, sir, what I noticed is our results are very good compared to previous year. But what I observed is the consolidated report is much better than the stand-alone. And Tata Sons is such a big company, and I have not understood why we spent 87 crores on finance cost. Another thing what I found that there are 41 subsidiaries. Our Tamil says that subsidiaries are not making profit. Whether really we need subsidiaries, that is what I feel personally. Another thing, sir, I am not in favor of CSR much, but now the emergency, when emergency comes, the CSR of all companies should be used for emergency work, such like railway accidents and other things. Another thing, sir, I can afford Starbucks in USA, but not in India. And what is my notice? I booked register my name at exactly at 9.02 seconds, but still my number is 11, which I have not followed, sir. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to talk. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Kamal Jawar.
मेरा आवाज आ रहा है सर? हेलो, मेरा आवाज आ रहा है?
यस आ रहा है.
हेलो, हेलो,
आवाज आ रहा है.
ओके, थैंक यू सर. माय हाँ, कमल किशोर फ्रॉम हैदराबाद सर. आज वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस में मैं सेकंड टाइम मीटिंग अटेंड कर रहा हूँ. इसी तरह वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस रह के हम कहीं भी प्लेस पर है, हम मीटिंग अटेंड कर सकते हैं. इज द बेस्ट सर्विस वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस ओनली. और आपने सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट ने हमारे को बैलेंस शीट के बारे में मेल दिया था. इमीडिएट सेम डे हमारे को सेकंड डे बैलेंस शीट मिल गया. सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट इज द बेस्ट, वेरी बेस्ट सर्विस. सर आपने इतने लोग जो स्पीच में उसके बारे में थोड़ा कुछ क्वेश्चन को दोहराना नहीं चाहता हूँ. मैं एक बात दोहराना चाहूँ साहब. ये टाटा कॉफी में कोई आपके कॉफी कार्टून डैमेज हो जाता है, वो स्क्रैप हो जाता है, जो उसका माल है ना कम रेट में जाता है, तो उसके लिए आप क्या सजेशन करते हैं? अभी कॉफी का चाय का पति इतना डिमांड है, इतना हाई रेट है, उसका आप एक ना कोटेशन डालिए कि आपको कंपनी में पैसा ज्यादा है, खाली कागज खराब होता है, चाय का पत्ती अच्छा रहता है, तो उसका रेट आपको ज्यादा मिलेगा. तो डिसूजा आपको मैं लास्ट मीटिंग में भी ये बात बोल सका हूं मैं कि डिसूजा साहब इसके ऊपर बारीक बारीक चीजों पे आप ध्यान देंगे तो लाखों रुपए का बैलेंस शीट में जमा होगा पैसा. हमारे को नहीं, आपकी कंपनी में बैलेंस शीट जमा होगा. तो इसके बारे में आप फुल, अगर कोई डैमेज हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, उसमें क्या रेट में कम रेट में चले जा रहा है, उसके बारे में जरा अच्छी जानकारी कार्रवाई करके उसका बाद अनदर कंपनी उसका कोटेशन लिस्ट जारी करता है. एक कंपनी में भाई एफएमजी इतना माल खराब है, इसका कोटेशन चाहिए. आपको कोटेशन में जिसका ज्यादा रेट मिलेगा उसको उसका पैसा आपको कंपनी में ज्यादा आएगा. अगर एक दो कोटेशन रहेगा तो अंदर का अंदर वो उन्हीं लोगों को कमाई हो जाएगा. ये शेयर का नुकसान है पूरा. इसके ऊपर ध्यान दीजिए. थैंक यू सर.
Sunil Modak. Sir, you are on mute. Sir, we can't hear you.
Hello.
Yes.
Now you can hear me, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. This is Sudhir Muduk, a shareholder and a member of QAS, Kolkata Welfare Association, Calcutta, is joining this meeting from Calcutta. Firstly, I convey my deep condolence over the sad demise of our most colorful person of Tata family, Padma Shri R.K. Krishna Kumar, who passed away this year, January. And our result this year is very much good. Over 70% market share, tea, coffee, and beverage business, etc., captured by our company. And about it was 30%. A very good revenue from the operations, 11% increase this year. Group net profit 1320 crores. Dividend very nice, 844%. Sir, can you tell me? And also, I congratulate the management for so many hours, management and employees, so many hours and recognition of exemplary corporate performance achieved by your company. Congratulations. How do you find challenges from other competitors in the beverage industry, and how, if you find any, how you manage it? I should thank our A department, secretarial department for giving me the annual report when requested. The very cordial Mr. Orgo Babu and Shiv Shankar Babu here, Calcutta. CSR activities is good. How if our FMCG industry will work coming year, 5 years, if you can tell, please let us know. What is your view of the company about the food business? Thank you, sir. With this, and please keep this busy meeting coming years also, if it is not physical meeting, so that we can join from our places. Thank you very much for patient hearing. Thank you, sir.
Abhijit Srivastava.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Thanks for
Yeah,
providing me this opportunity to talk to you. Can you see me? Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. I can see you and hear you.
Yeah. Sure, sir. Okay. So just wanted to ask, can we provide services to TCS or like tea coffee services to them, and can we cross leverage them or across our IT infrastructure? And also, what are the future products you are planning to bring it bring in the market? Yeah, these are three questions of mine. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
What's your question? Can we provide a tea coffee too?
TCS or any corporate, like they drink tea and coffee on every day in their offices. So currently there is this one. I'm not remembering the exact name. So they are like there are several
Sir, I got your question.
providers or service providers of tea.
Preeti Agarwal.
A very good morning to Chairman Sir and the members of the board. I am Preeti Agarwal, a proud shareholder of the company and a member of Millennium Mams. Sir, I take this opportunity to congratulate you and MD Sir on aggressively taking the company on the path of growth. Chairman Sir, my question is, at present, we are in 100% in the food business. Do we see ourselves moving into other FMCG businesses to augment our earnings? Your view on this, sir. Also, you have mentioned that we would be decreasing the number of our entities. By when do we see this happening, sir? Thank you, sir.
Lekha Shah. Lekha Shah.
Mute your microphone, please. We could move on to our next shareholder.
Rachna Bhagat.
Good morning, Chairman Sir, members of the board. I am Rachna Bhagat, a proud shareholder of the company and a member of Millennium Mams. Chairman Sir, Tata Salt looks like Desh Ka Namak. What is our present market share in the salt business? It has gone up by 76 basis points as mentioned in the annual report. What is the future in this area, sir? Our Prime Minister has given a name to millet, Shri Ann. When will our company get Shri from this Shri Ann? Thank you.
Pranab Ray. Pranab Da.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
But audio visual is not coming actually. Visual is not coming. I don't know. Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see you
Good
also.
morning to you. Yes, I have seen your smiling face also all time, and this is actually I'm getting energy by first thanks to you. Before starting as a speaker, I should thank and ventilate my feelings that our chairman was awarded the highest French civilian award for smooth functioning of trade and industry relationship between India and France. Thanks to you for your good reward. Hats off to you. And next thing is this, I will never forget the good gesture and always helping attitude of our Nilabjo Chakrabarti and his whole team members, including Calcutta also, secretarial team members. Now I'll come to the points that combined revenue listed Tata Group's 14 key companies, 10 trillion money and 50%, 15% extra revenue than year, 8.773 also last we have achieved last year. So next revenue target, and this is also involved our Tata Consumer Products also. These 14 out of 14 companies. And next revenue target this current financial year. That is very good thing actually. Revenue good and net profit excellent. No problem is there. Now I'll coming to the point that Tata drinking water, Tata copper. It is excellent items we are manufacturing nowadays and also producing huge number of bottles. Indian market 621 crore growth. My suggestion is this: in this drinking water, we have to go for wide publicity and advertisement, so we can able to achieve our all records. Now CSR activities, page number 322, very excellent this year 16.59. But this provision for employees, page number 315, that is last year 198.03 and this year 186.93, about 12 crores brought down. I don't know. Awards and recognition, yes, we have achieved lot of awards and recognitions. No problem is there. Now, this market survey and all these things, confidential market survey report to be required for all products. This will our demand and supply of our demands and supply of our consumer products and price to be increased or not. Market survey always to be mobilized in India as well as the world market. Now, new business, yes, we are manufacturing Tata tea, coffee, packaged foods, water, Tata Smart Foods, energy drinks, etc. So we are producing consumer items, and this is Tata Consumer Products Limited. We may concentrate or invest or start production as follows: all stationery items, biscuit, like detergent powder, all these items, this face wash, antiseptic creams, hand wash, paper and paper boards, widely liquid floor cleaners. Appointment of more distributor and dealers and retailers for our items in Indian market as well as global market. Again, supply chain management we look after very seriously
and sincerely for current market demand, supply, and price also. Advertisement and publicity. More and more advertisement to be required for our all items in daily local newspaper as well as national TV channels. Because most of the people should know what is our production range, quality, and price also. If necessary, the price also we may mention. Nowadays, you know very well, nowadays this competition market, we have to stand our own feet, and naturally we have to look after all these areas. So I hope you will able to I hope you will able to success all time in your life, because your achievement, your energy, your smiling face always giving us good energy and good what I mean to say, energy and also mindset. So thanks to you. Hope we'll meet next year. I am little bit okay, not 200%. By the grace of Almighty and your love and blessings. Thanks to you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Again,
Pranabda.
again.
Look forward to seeing you. Lily Pradhan.
Am I audible?
You are audible.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Very good morning, respected all chairpersons and all viewers. Myself, Lily Pradhan from Kolkata. I am very happy to know that the company's performance is developing a lot, which is sustainable growth in nowadays. I have some specific question in present situation. What is the aim and object of future development in all over world? What is the CSR activities on challenging persons? Please analysis of CSR activities. Must be micro submit analytic audio audit of cash flow management. Please consider planned visit. Thank you so much. All the best. Always support women empowerment. Thank you.
Jaideep Bakshi.
Very good afternoon, sir. Chairman, Managing Director, and Board of Directors. Myself, Jaideep Bakshi, connecting from the city of Kolkata. Thanks to our company secretary, very energetic one, Mr. Nilabja Chakraborty, for presenting a colorful and vivid annual report. And also to our Kolkata office, Mr. Shiv Shankar Rai and Orgo Chatterjee, for maintaining cordial relations, and to everyone for reaching on every contact. Sir, in an initial speech, you explained our company position. Thanks for the dividend of 845%, and also our revenue from operation have grown by 11%. Thanks to all concerned who have made this possible. Sir, in our drive towards lowering emission, congrats for the decreasing our carbon footprint by 18% and initiative for waste and water management. So once again, an initiative for increasing the use of renewable energy in page 105. It's a good move. So what are our plans for increasing the value of shareholders by using our available funds in future? So we are in the 1 year in the dry food category. What are our plans for further scaling up? Congrats for the packaging innovation for driving packaging excellence under the beverage and food. Sir, we have made the price increase in salt and in international business. What are our future thoughts for other products as raw materials price are on the rise and also the inflation also? So congrats once again for the CSR activities in different fields. And lastly, sir, under your guidance and with the help of board of directors, our company will grow further and will be among the top 5 in the coming years with our focused execution for betterment in the future. Thank you, sir, and all stay safe.
Thank you. Mr. Ashit Patak.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Very good afternoon, respected chairman. Very good afternoon, respected chairman, MD, CEO, board of directors, company secretary, fellow members joining at 68th AGM of Tata Consumer Products Limited. My name is Ashit Kumar Pathak, joining from Damdam, Kolkata. My esteemed gratitude to Mr. Nilabja Chakraborty and secretarial department team for sending me the notice and physical annual report very well in advance, and also thanks to Kolkata Registered Office secretarial teams. Sir, before I start, my homage to respected Mr. R.K. Krishna Kumar for his sudden demise, the former chairman of TGBL, and his excellent contributions since 50 years, shaped my company a domestic as well as global tea industries. Also, congratulations to my company's management team for excellent financial performance financial year 23. Standalone revenue growth 8%, and members are rewarded with 845% as dividend. Sir, I have some brief views we would like to share. Page 144, board reports, revenue from India beverage was marginally lower due to stress in rural demand. My view is that present most of the states are facing heat wave and domestic inflation at present in under control. So my view that strong supply chain and digital distribution model can optimize the revenue in beverage sectors. This is my first view. And second, sir, page 145, it mentioned that EBI DTA rupees 1,306 crore grew by 11%, marginally led by revenue growth and higher operating profit, partly offset by lower dividend income in current year from subsidiaries. My view that what strategies and roadmap my company management team taken in current financial year for higher dividend income from subsidiaries, because our investment also there. And sir, my view is that R&D may be stringent after this arrangement, because there are very, very domestic potential player in this market in our product portfolios. This is my view. And also our CapEx program in this current financial year after this arrangement. If possible, throw some highlights. And sir, page 274, throw some highlight. Financial year 23, an associate has incurred significant losses and not been able to recover increase in input cost through increased prices. Triggered an impairment assessment carrying values rupees 333.85 crores. If possible, throw some highlights about this. And in page 281, my company's provided loans during financial year 23, subsidiaries, associated, and ICI. That present status of that outstanding balance from subsidiaries 25 crores, associated 16.25 crores, and subsidiary promoted company also 15 crores, and the other is 385 crores. If possible, sir, some highlights. Sir, this is my request, because we do very CSR activities, but at present we faced a severe railway accident at Coromandel Express. So my humbly approach to my company's management to support these victims in our CSR activities. Sir, through some highlights, due to heat wave in current financial year, any adverse effect my company is facing with this our product portfolios, also global business procurement due to inflations and geopolitical turbulence. Because last financial year mentioned foreign exchange earning rupees 367.02 crores. And sir, page 175, it mentioned rupees 114.9 lakhs investment for energy conservation. Further, we have any investment plan under water conservation and safety and ESG framework? If possible, throw some highlights. And in page 22, some reserve pending, litigation pending, try to minimize this. And inventory is also 1,400 crores against 1,271.94 crores. It to be noted, sir. And finally, the reason behind the Tata Sons uploaded 0.24% of holding. The reason behind it. because Tata Consumer Products is a very, very FMCG good company and trying to be in one position. So I think our promoter group has to concentrate there. This is my view, which I need to share. Before I I close my views, I pray to God everybody sound health and safe, and pray to God for good health to everybody. Thanking you, sir.
Mr. Gautam Tiwari.
Sir, can you listen me, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes. And if you can see me a little bit. Can you see me, sir? Sir, can you see me? Okay, sir. Very, very good morning, our very, very popular chairman, sir. Highly esteemed and eminent board of directors, team Tata Consumer Products Limited. My name is Gautam Tiwari and I'm participating at this AGM from Mumbai. Sir, dear sir, I would like to specially thank our CEO MD, our CFO, our CS, Mr. Nilabja Chakravarti, our secretarial financial team, and entire management team, along with all staff and employees for delivering such an outstanding, eye-catching, unmatching quality performance and very good results in such a short span of time under your excellent leadership, sir, despite many even and odd situations. Dear sir, our company has really worked very hard in identifying the area and project for CSR activities, and we really thank each and every member of the CSR committee for delivering such good CSR activities. Dear sir, balance sheet is very informative and very much transparent, very well designed, and very much cordial relations have been kept by our very popular CS, Mr. Nilabja Chakravarti. Very, very thanks to him for sending the physical balance sheet also and helping us out in everything and solving our difficulties and shareholding problems also. And to the entire team, Gayatri and all other executives in secretarial department, thank you very much. We have got a very good secretarial team and all other teams. Sir. Thank you very much. Sir, as it is, I support all the resolutions as usual, sir. And especially number 4 and number 6. Number 4 is your this thing reappointment, and Mr. Krishna Kumar's Padmashri's reappointment. You have done very good thing and we are very much happy about it. Sir, very few small queries which I have got. Sir, how many new products we have launched during the year and how many are in the pipeline? Sir, what is the percentage growth in revenue profits of our ready-to-eat products and food and beverage products compared to previous year? Sir, what is our roadmap and your plan capex for this year and the next? And sir, how many outlets are open in urban, semi-urban, and metro cities? And when we can reach the target of 4 million, as you had said that in September we should reach, I am very happy said that Tata Coffee and Tata Starbucks contributing how many percentage of profits? I think they are doing quite well. Sir, one small thing, how many handicapped employees we have got in our company now, and how many subsidiaries are in profits and loss? Yeah, and about loss making, if at all there is any loss making subsidiaries, what preventive action we are taking about them? So we are very happy the way you have turned around this FMCG business in such a short span of time. Hats off to you, sir, and salutes to you. And I'm very sure under your leadership, not only this company, but all Tata group of companies have done miraculously well. And we, all the shareholders in all the Tata group of companies, more than 12 to 14, are going to reap excellent profits and excellent progress year after year, for which we are very thankful. Sir, I wish you, I have voted for all resolutions, and I wish you all a very safe, healthy, wealthy and happy and prosperous life for you and for the company in the future. And I'm very sure the company will still do much better, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you with the choicest blessings. Thank you very much, sir.
Hiranand Kotwani.
Hello, I am audible.
Yeah.
Hello, I am audible.
You are audible.
Okay. Respected chairman, other dignitary bias. Yeah. Gentlemen, this meeting is a null and void actually. There was a technical mistake from beginning. I could not heard your speech. And this gentleman, D'Souza, is speaking very disturbing. Some line was heard regarding the reduction. When I heard the reduction, then I thought that a company like Tata, some reduction is speaking means something is wrong. How the vision and mission for the next 60 years? Gentlemen, you can give the 60-year vision for this global company FMGC. How you we have to compete this Nestle, Colgate, lever at future, and our marketing is not good. I once visited a remote area in Uttarakhand. The ready to eat product Maggi was available. I asked regarding the Tata. He don't know how we are doing our marketing, because our marketing should be good and wisely acceptable. Everything should be खुदरा व्यापारी के पास में मिलना चाहिए. आपकी चीज नहीं मिलती है साहब. हम जाएंगे किराने की दुकान में तो नेस्ले का कूपन में वो मिलेगा, आपका मसाला नहीं मिलेगा. So marketing is important for the future growth. 60-year operation, only 14,000 crore of revenue. I fail to understand. But certainly I see in your leadership and vision and mission should be long. You are rewarded well. But it is still a long way to go regarding the global market. What step you are taking to capture the global market? What is the relevancy of so many subsidies and joint venture 43? Apart from these, how much investment in this our subsidiary and are there our organization? And what is the dollar term revenue annually? Foreign exchange earning to the organization. How company will deal with the HR and particularly expansion in the innovation of the new product, which is a widely acceptable. Thank you and good luck ahead. Yes, sir.
Sir, please speak.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, good morning. Respected Chairman, Board of Directors, and my online fellow shareholders. Myself, Gautam Lundi of Kolkata, very old equity shareholder of Tata Consumer Products Limited. Sir, firstly, I like to give thanks to your secretarial department for sending me annual report and other necessary relevant papers through email well in advance. So especially thanks to our respected company secretary and compliance officer, Mr. Nilabjo Chakraborty, very sober, well behaved, and a dynamic person, and his whole team, including Mr. Rai of your Kolkata office, for rendering very good services to our minority shareholders. Thank you, sir. Sir, my earlier speakers already expressed their views regarding the accounts and performance of our company. So no repetition from my side. Sir, I find excellent performance in every segment in this year. Sir, your CSR is also very good. Sir, I like to know what is your roadmap for the next 3 to 4 years. Sir, one thing more. May we expect bonus share at the rate 1:1 basis in near future? Sir, many thanks for your good dividend in this tough situation. Sir, I am very proud to be a shareholder of your company, and I am very hopeful towards the prospect of our company. I have full trust with our strong management, sir, like you. So I wholeheartedly and strongly support your all resolutions, which I have already casted through my e-voting. Sir, nothing to say more today. Looking forward with a positive outlook towards our company with higher profit margin, handsome dividend, 1:1 bonus, which is long outstanding. Sir, may God bless you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. From Gautam Nand.
Thank you. Mr. Bimal Agarwal.
Mr. Agrawal, please unmute your microphone. We'll move on to our next shareholder.
Mr. Ravichandran.
A very good morning, the chairman, other board members, and all the participants in the 60th AGM. 60 years being a special occasion, we should have expected a bonus or a special dividend. But for reasons known to the company has not decided on any of these. So I would request you to consider, if not a 1-to-1 bonus, at least 2:1 bonus. I'm on audio because of signal issues, so I will only speak from my side. The second point is why the company is using more of equity resources than debt. The debt level is very, very low for the company of this size. I don't know the reason. Maybe the company's policy is not to leverage much. So with lots of expansions on the anvil, you can look at leveraging to some extent, so that shareholders gain more. Second point is what is the risk management with regard to selection of products. The selection of product also goes through the risk review process, and what is the objective of the company ultimately. The annual report says you're going to launch about 200 products. Are you going to launch any product that the consumer wants, or you are going to select products with lots of volume so that the margins are assured? The next point is CSR spend. See, the company is, it looks like it has outsourced completely. It is just donating money to various activities. I don't know how you are ensuring that the money given is reaching the intended beneficiaries 100%. I'm sure you'll have some controls, but so most of the companies that I have seen is partly they undertake on their own, partly they donate. But in this case, in our company's case, it's 100% donation. The next point is, what is the policy on absorption of other than permanent workers? You have some policy of giving them preference when you take permanent employees that you can probably explain. And next is this trade payables. There's a huge, trade payables. I'm not talking about what is not due. What is due and not paid? See, technically it's a contractual default. I'm really surprised. A company from Tata Group has not made a payment to many of their vendors. I don't know how the contracts are structured. See, if you compare the trade receivables and trade payables are very minimal, whereas trade payables are very high. So if trade receivables are also high and payables are also high, maybe there can be some back-to-back arrangement that we can understand. But it is totally lopsided. And MSME vendor dues are also there, though it is small, but still, this could have been avoided from getting reported. And this international business, only 3% CAGR. I don't know the reasons. Is it because the company is focusing only on domestic business and not focusing on international? I do not know. Probably you can explain. And my last point is, see, any packaged commodity results in wastage, results in garbage. I am not saying our company should take some action. as an industry as a whole, is there any initiative of reducing the garbage or some kind of disposal mechanism? Is it being discussed industry as a whole? Thank you and wish you all the best.
Mr. Shailesh Mahadevia.
Mahadeva, could you kindly unmute your microphone? We could move on to our next shareholder.
Mr. Yusuf Rangwala.
Mr. Rangwala, could you please unmute your microphone?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Shailesh
yes.
Mahadevia here. You have unmuted me after a long time. I am visible already. I don't know what the organizers are doing about this. This is happening right from the beginning today. Well, anyway, Chairman Sir, let me start my speech. Firstly, my congratulations to the Chairman, Board of Directors, and the entire management team for excellent working during the year. It has been well reported in our integrated report, which also includes BR and SR report. Sir, you have rewarded with a good dividend, and I would also like to congratulate the secretarial department for all their assistance. Sir, I wish to put only 2 or 3 questions which are not properly covered in the presentation so far. Sir, my first observation is with regard to millets. 2023 has been declared as the year of millets nationally and internationally. Sir, however, our various companies are offering different millet products. For example, Tata Soulful is offering millet products, but its maximum percentage is only 25%. Sir, Tata Sampanna, they are offering 1 or 2 products on the subject. Sir, further, Big Basket is marketing positive millets, which are the real millets. Sir, similarly, some of our other companies are products offered. My suggestion is we should have one particular individual company which should offer all the millets and millet related activities, including structured water, including pickles, traditional pickles. They form part of the new lifestyle based on millets. In the next 5 years, it is estimated that the consumption of millets will increase by at least 3 to 4 fold. Sir, in this field, ITC has done considerable work and they are offering their products through one window, and they continuously go on improving their products. Sir, my next question is related to our CSR work. We are doing excellent CSR work. Sir, what I would like to know is whether we have made any impact study, because impact in the society is by a very large multiplier effect, and that should be presented in our report also. Sir, my last question is related to acquisitions which we have planned in the year 23, 24, and which is likely to give us better and better results. And sir, before I end, I would also like to mention that all millet products are environment friendly. They generate employment and they give perfect products at a reasonable price. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present what I have to say. Unfortunately, the people controlling this system, they are not behaving properly. They are not unmuting in time. Though I can open myself and show my picture. Well, anyway, this is to be examined and it marks the value of our AGM. Thank you very much, sir, and I wish you all the best in the years to come.
Thank you, Mr. Mahadevia. We'll look into that. Thank you. Mr. Yusuf Rangwala.
सर गुड आफ्टरनून सर, आपको मेरा आवाज आ रहा है? चंद्रशेखर, नमस्कार सर, आपको मेरा आवाज आ रहा है?
आवाज आ रहा है?
Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Sir, namaskar sir. How are you sir? I am very happy with our company share department sir. I am also facing same problem. I am also joining the Mahadev sir. Because sir I कुछ समझ में नहीं सर, नेटवर्क आ रहा है जा रहा है आ रहा है जा रहा है, क्या है सर? मतलब this network is not proper sir from a side with the people. Sir, first I will come directly on point. 454 pages balance sheet. I am thankful to our company secretary for giving me excellent balance sheet sir, and winning many awards sir. As present we are Tata Tea, Tata Consumer. There are so many products in one branch, sir. So it is like a small umbrella. A umbrella, sir. There are so many branches, so many. Sir, we are having a 30. Sir, I am requesting you to give a discount coupon, sir, so that we can purchase 30 or 40%. That is my humble request. Or chairman, sir, you are a dynamic personality, sir. जो बोर्ड पे आप रहते सर उसमें डिविडेंड की बरसात होती है सर, इसमें भी आपने डिविडेंड इतना अच्छा दिया सर. एक छोटा सा हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है सर, बोर्ड साल हुआ, दिस इज 60th annual general meeting sir, we are not a declare bonus sir. If I request, if this is my humble request sir for the bonus issue sir. सर और एक हो सके तो सर एनालिस्ट मीट आप क्यों नहीं रखते सर? अपना प्रीवियस जो टाटा कंपनी रखते थे सर, अभी मेरा हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है टाटा आप छोटा सा एनालिस्ट मीट रखे सर, हो सके तो मुझे बुलाइए सर. दिस इज माय हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट. और सर मुझे फैक्ट्री विजिट करना है अपना कलकत्ता में सर. नंबर 1 क्वेश्चन सर, टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टाफ कितना है? और सर 3 कंपनी अपना मर्ज करने के बाद ये टोटल अपने जो स्टाफ होगा, क्या अपने पास कितना स्टाफ होगा सर? और सर जानना चाहता हूँ चेयरमैन साहब, मुझे और तो कुछ नहीं पूछना है, मैं आपको धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ. अभी दिवाली दशहरा सब फेस्टिवल का मैं धन्यवाद यहाँ पे मैं अपना अन करता हूँ सर. 2 मिनट के अंदर ही मैं अन करता हूँ सर. धन्यवाद सर. हैप्पी ऑल फेस्टिवल सर. थैंक यू सर. जय हिंद सर. आई एंड माय स्पीच हियर ओनली सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. नथिंग मोर टू एड सर.
Mr. Vinod Agarwal. Mr. Vinod Agarwal.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, this is Vinod Agarwal speaking, sir. Sir, I have sent an email already to the company, and my queries are there in it, sir. I hope the company will reply back to me, and I don't want to take up a lot of company time. A lot of time has elapsed of the board which is sitting out there. I am brief, and I expect the reply to come by the mail. Thank you, sir.
We will do that. SP Besenia.
Sir, can you see me and hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, I can see you also, SP.
Okay. Sir, I'm Aspi from Bombay. Sir, I congratulate the management on good results considering the adverse circumstances. Sir, I have two suggestions. Tata Group is big and has lakhs of shareholders. Earlier, we had Tata Share Registry. For reasons best known to Tata Group, it was sold to Link in Time. Now there are only two RTAs, Link in Time and Carry, and they know that a company has no option but to go to either of the two. Their services are deteriorating. I would suggest that you again have a share department dedicated to only Tata Group. Please do cost benefit analysis. In benefit, you also consider benefit to shareholders by way of good service. So 40 lakh shares have been transferred to IEPF of our company. I think the major reason can be inefficiency of RTA. On page 227 of the report, unclaimed dividend is given. I would like the company to give how much was total dividend and how much is unclaimed so far. The second suggestion, nowhere is it mentioned as to how many shares are in physical. I would suggest that the company should buy back all physical shares and send the amount to the shareholders. RTAs have almost made it impossible to demat the shares and also to claim unpaid dividends. If a person like me cannot claim unpaid dividend, I can imagine what harassment a layman must be facing. So why AGM is not physical? Just because MCA has given an option, all companies are going for virtual. You can hold hybrid meetings. The shareholders from other places can also participate. When I tried to enter the meeting today at 10:30, I received a remark. You can join the meeting after the host lets you in. I had to wait for almost 6 minutes before host let me in. Thereafter, at the time of your speech, I couldn't hear. So 3 to 4 times I got out and rejoined the meeting, thinking that my internet is a problem. Thereafter, I got out permanently since I couldn't hear. So I want all Mumbai-based meetings of Tata Group to be physical only or maximum hybrid. So I'm getting at least 10 emails daily from Tata 1mg Labs for full body health package. Please ask them to remove my email. It is irritating to get so many emails every day. So Mr. Ajit Krishna Kumar is our COO. Is he related to Mr. Krishna Kumar, who is our director, or to Mr. Krishna Kumar, who was in Indian hotels? This is only for my information. So on 5th, 6th and 8th June, management is meeting 5 investors. Why so many meetings? Is it not waste of time? You should meet only once to all investors together. Earlier also management met 4 investors on 30 May and 1st June. Before that again on 22nd and 24th May to 2 investors. So I feel management doesn't have any work, so they are just meeting investors so many times. They should meet only once. Thank you very much and all the best for the future.
Mr. Abhirup Nandi.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Abhirup Nandi. I am from Kolkata. Good afternoon. Namaskar, Chairman Sir, MD Sir, members on board, and our respected company secretary. I have logged in from Kolkata. I am a very proud shareholder of the company. Since the company has once the company has been reorganized, it has been doing very well in respect of growth and financial performance. All the regulatory compliances have been in order. The corporate governance has been very strong for the company. The company has been a total value creator. That is why I have been very positive with the. I have a very positive outlook towards the company personally. The company is optimally using its funds, whether it is a loan fund or its equity fund. It is optimally using its fund with a great dividend payout ratio. So overall, I am very happy with whatever the efforts that the company is putting towards the shareholder. I have received the hard copy because I requested it on email and I have received it on time. I have gone through the annual report. It absolutely reflects all the positive efforts that the management is making, whether through its business and through the CSR activities it is doing. This is my speech is generally as I have no questions further because everything is reflected in the annual report. So I'm just here to acknowledge the efforts that management and the entire team of Tata Consumer Products Limited is making towards the creation of value towards its shareholder. Thank you for conducting this AGM very smoothly. I have voted for the resolutions as it is betterment for the company. This is Abhirup Nandi signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Narendra Zaveri. Mr. Zaveri.
Mr. Javeri, could you please unmute your microphone? We could move on to our next shareholder.
Mr. Naveen Botra. Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Good afternoon to our chairman, Chevalier Sir, our MD and CEO Sunil D'Souza ji, other distinguished board members, and the management team. It's a pleasure to attend the 60th AGM from Delhi. Naveen Botra, shareholder from Delhi. This is my 6th AGM, and a big round. First of all, I would like a big round of applause to Chevalier Chandra sir on being confirmed the highest civilian award of France for his contributions to strengthen the trade relationship between India and France. Congratulations, sir. At the outset, heartiest congratulations to the team TCPL on the on the occasion of Diamond Jubilee AGM. Accolades to the team led by Sunil D'Souza sir on well-rounded performance with double-digit revenue and EPS growth. In lighter vein, ye dil mange more. I would like to mention that in the last 6 years since your chairmanship, you assumed the chairmanship, the dividend has almost become 4 times to current of 8.545 rupees. It speaks a lot about the progress of company under your chairmanship. The theme of this year's annual report is focused executions for better. We are sure it will be better than the best as the focus is on execution and which is quite much, very much visible in the operating numbers and at the ground level also, sir. I would like to request Chairman Chandra sir learned views on the following 4 or 5 points. We, for the last 3 years since Sunil D'Souza taking out the MD and in the AGMs and the con calls, investor presentations, we are talking about our ambition, our aspiration to be a leading FMCG player. Right now, we are in the 2 segments of beverages, of tea and coffee and non-aerated beverages, as well as in the food segment. FMCG consists of lot of other things. So, would like to have your views, sir, journey from top 10 to being in top 3 in FMCG space, and in which new segments we are likely to enter in this year or the next year. Kindly share your views, sir. Secondly, the roadmap for the focused executions of our 3 main growth businesses in the coming 3 to 5 years, because these are growing around 40 to 50% year on year on very low base. Number 1 is the Norisco. Under Norisco, non-aerated beverages, how we want to scale it up in the next 3 to 5 years, considering that the distillery acquisition could not happen. So, what will be our strategy, organic or inorganic, to scale up the Norisco beverages business, sir? And in the ready-to-eat snacks business under Tata Soulful, what is our strategy in the year of millet. Millet. This is a international year of millet, and as also in the ready-to-eat segment and all these things, how we want to be a meaningful player in the coming 5 years. And as regards Tata, Starbucks, it's scaling up quite fast. In the last 3 years, I think around 240 to 250 new stores has been opened despite the COVID and all these things. So if you can share the journey ahead in the coming 5 years, where we are likely to be under Tata Starbucks JV in the number of stores, and if you can tell us in the last 3 years, whatever we have opened, are these profitable at the stores level? Kindly share your views, sir. And number three, digital transformation. Chandra sir is the face of technology. Would like your views, sir, about the current hullabulla of around generative AI, artificial intelligence. Would like to have your views on the businesses of our company in general, and especially in the supply chain management, how we are leveraging the generative AI space or AI as we may say. And next is regarding Industry 4 or Industry 5 in the operations of TCPL, how it affects our efficiency in the times to come to leverage the cost efficiencies and all these things. Leveraging the usage of 5G private network, are we planning to have 5G private network if the government regulations permit at Tata consumer levels? Because we are a many geographical presence all over India, sir. Number 4 is regarding the merger of Tata Coffee. If you can share how much overall efficiency gains we are looking for in the coming, say, 3 years time from Tata Coffee merger with TCPL. In financial terms, how much we are expecting, sir. And dividend, I have already spoken that in your chairmanship in the last 6 years, it has already 4 times, which is very good. So thank you very much. Quote and unquote from Chandra sir.
Thank you. Mr. Tanu Saha.
Mr. Tanu Saha has not joined the meeting.
Mr. Amit Belwal.
So am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Very good afternoon, sir, and thank you so much for the team for this organizing this. सर पहले तो जो लीडर्स थे हमारे जेआरडी टाटा, जमशेदजी टाटा, मैंने किसी को नहीं देखा, मैं बहुत छोटा हूँ अभी, बट उनकी जितनी हिस्ट्री बुक्स पढ़ी, उनकी वैल्यूज आप में दिखती हैं, तो अच्छा लगता है जो भी उन्होंने चीजें बताई। और जो इंडस्ट्री तब शुरू हुई, तब उसमें कितने स्ट्रगल्स हो, उसको कैसे उन्होंने चेंज करा, उसके लिए, और उसकी वैल्यूज आप में दिखती हैं, और जैसे आप चेंज कर रहे हैं कंपनी को, उसके लिए थैंक यू वेरी मच। सर कुछ प्रोडक्ट के सैंपल और मुझे आपको डिस्कस करना था, जैसे कि टाटा सोलफुल ओट्स है, उसका पैकेट 1 केजी वाला या 500 ग्राम वाला दिखता है, बट एज अ कंपटीटर ब्रांड जितने हैं उनके छोटे-छोटे दिखते हैं, जैसे 15 रुपए वाले, 20 रुपए वाले। बट मैंने और लोगों से भी पूछा तो वो पूछते हैं कि ये ज़्यादा बिकता है, क्योंकि जैसे न्यूक्लियर फैमिली हो रही है, लोग एक पैकेट बनाते हैं, अपना चले जाते हैं, बट जो बड़ा पैकेट होता है उसमें वेस्टेज ज़्यादा होती है। पहली चीज़ सर, उसमें टाटा सोलफुल के 1 केजी वाले पैक हर मॉल्स में है, बट छोटे वाले पैकेट ऑर्गेनाइज़ और नहीं है। सेकंड सर, टी बिज़नेस में एक इंस्टेंट इलायची टी है, मतलब इसमें डिफरेंट आती है, मैं एज एग्जांपल लिया है मैंने ये। इसमें सिर्फ हॉट वाटर ऐड करना होता है और ये टी बन जाती है। इसमें टाटा कंज्यूमर प्रोडक्ट्स का कोई प्रोडक्ट ही नहीं है। टी बैग्स है हमारे पास, कॉफी में भी हम इंस्टेंट मिक्स लेके आ रहे हैं, बट हमारे पास टी में नहीं है। सेकंड थिंग सर, रेडी टू ईट में हम बहुत आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, बट एक ये एग्जांपल है मेरे पास एक कंप्यूटर ब्रांड का, जिसमें हमें ये मिक्स होता है छोले चावल और राजमा चावल, ये भी सब सर जितनी न्यूक्लियर फैमिली और जितना आजकल कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट चला है, सब में बहुत पॉपुलर है। तो उसमें सिर्फ हमें हॉट वाटर ऐड करना होता है और ये मिक्स बन जाता है। तो इसकी प्रोडक्ट अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं है सर, आप इसको कंसिडरेशन में ले सकते हैं। हमारे पास टाटा यम्मी साइड्स के पास्ता और ये सब मिक्सेस हैं, बट इसकी कमी थी। थर्ड थिंग सर, तनिष्क एंड कैरेटलिन के जितने स्टोर्स हैं, वहाँ पे जो वाटर सप्लाई होती है वो टाटा कॉपर प्लस की हो सकती है, और थर्ड थिंग, जैसे बिग बास्केट में हमें वाटर बॉटल्स दिखती है, बट टाटा कॉपर की हमें सर्च इंजन में ऊपर नहीं आती है, तो उसका एसईओ क्या है, क्योंकि हमें और ब्रांड्स की दिखती है, बट हमें 500 ml 1 लीटर दिखती है, हमें 5 लीटर 20 लीटर नहीं दिखती। बट आपको मैं अप्रिशिएट करना चाहूंगा, आज से ठीक 6 महीने पहले टाटा वाटर बॉटल कहीं नहीं दिखती थी, अब डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स पे और ऑनलाइन दिखती है। थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Mr. Amit Banerjee.
Hello. Good afternoon to everyone. Respected Chairman of the meeting, myself Amit Kumar Banerjee from the city of Kolkata. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak such a nice meeting organized by the company. It is our 60th annual general meeting of the company Tata Consumer Products Limited. Yes, much speakers have already raised their views. Still, being a shareholders, I have a feeling to say something on the wonderful occasions today. As regards the performance is concerned, yes, it is a very steady growth, good performance during the year as visible in the balance sheet. Total revenue achieved around 8,698 crores in comparison with the last year 8,171 crores. It is an increased result. Profit after tax also gone up about 950 crores. Last year it was 886 crores. EPS also gone up 10.27 in comparison last year 9.61. Yes, dividend is also there 845%. CSR activity is also very good 16.59 crores. It is very good for welfare measures. Market price of the share is stable during this financial year. Month April 2022, it was around 824. So of course, the ending of the financial year, March 23, 710. Now today's price quoting 792.90. Sir, I would like to say something. Sir, what is the key challenges at present? Risk management vision. Kindly share your views. Any plan to enter into product manufactured by competitors like Dabur, Patanjali as honey, Chyawanprash, Isabgol. Now the Patanjali is growing, is only 20 years, maybe Patanjali is growing up very good, but our company is 60 years. So what's your views? Any plan to tie up with Shakti Bhog Atta, Shakti Bhog Atta, which is under insolvency proceedings? Any plan to enter product like flour, manufacturing business or acquiring such companies? What is your target plan, sir, to achieve revenue turnover by next 4 years, say financial year ending 2027? Please focus. Branding of products. What is our research and development expenditure to make same the actively, beautifully, artistically designed? I hope our company will perform with better profitability, with expand with a new high near future, keeping in mind definitely the benefit of minority shareholders and with expecting bonus issues soon. I thank our company secretary also, Mr. Nilabja Chakraborty, and our Calcutta team member, Mr. Shiv Shankar Rai, for good investor services. I also thank to all team members for conducting such a wonderful, smooth conducting video conference meeting today. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am Amit Kumar Banerjee. Over to you for further proceedings. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Bharat Raj.
Thank you.
Mr. Bharat Raj.
Mr. Bharat Raj, there's a problem. We can't hear you.
Can you unmute yourself?
We could move on to our next shareholder.
Mr. Sanjay Banik.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, I'm Sanjay Banik from Kolkata. I feel excited to speak in front of renowned management team of TCPL. Sir, I will be very brief. Now, first question is that my first suggestion is that you should push most of the brands of TCPL in online channel via Big Basket. The products with offers should be displayed in the home page of the Big Basket. Common products like salt, tea, Tata Sampann staples are being frequently shown, but brands like Tata Soulful, Dry Foods, Himalayan Honey, Tata Rasa, Simply Better should also be displayed in the homepage of the Big Basket so that everyone can see it and buy according to their decisions. After all, it's Tata's own online platform. Now, the offline, most of the small groceries and kiranas, products of ITC, Cookme, Catch, products are available. But we can't find any products of TCPL in the small kiranas and groceries. Why? So distribution reach should be also more better. So a lot of work in distribution channel can be done by TCPL. So you should look into this matter and in this segment. Next question is, sir, you should depict some figures like EBITDA margin, PAT margin on the segment wise, like tea, liquid beverages, etc. So our perception of the companies according to the margin will be better. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Celestine Mascarenas.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Hello. I'm audible, sir. Yes, and visible also, no? Okay, I start. Respected Chairman, Mr. Chandrasekhar, members of the board, especially my very great admiration for Mr. Sunil D'Souza, who is doing a very good job, and my other fellow shareholders who are attending this virtual meet. I am Mrs. C. Mascarenas. I am attending from Mumbai. First of all, I thank the company secretary and their team for sending me an annual report and also giving me the speaker link at my request. Thank you so much. Now, the annual report is very much self-explanatory. All the figures and all the photos and all are there. At the same time, adhering to the requirements of the corporate governance. Working is excellent, good working, good dividend, And also market cap is slowly, steadily is going up. But we are waiting when it will be 4-digit and it will be like a crown of the Tatas, because this is FMCG company. Now, congratulations for all the awards and accolades received as documented in the annual report. Also, a very good CSR work. Also, I would like to know whether we have done ESG rating, and if it is done, on which exchanges we are on, which, and what is our score. Number two, how many products are added in the last quarter and how much margin we enjoy in these products? A general, I don't want any specific. And I understand, I read some reports that the international business, especially the exports, our margins have reduced by 1%. So what is the board view? Should we concentrate more on the local business, or should we go, because of inflation and all, we are getting lesser margin? So you could just throw some light on this. But anyway, domestic demand is very good, because now people want all ready-made packets and all, even and make it still small packets, which is affordable to the rural people. So like just like HUL, our business will increase like anything. So I would like to know what is the roadmap, especially for capex for the next 3 years, especially from the side of acquiring for getting the inorganic growth. So this year is 60th year, that is Diamond Jubilee. So any reward, especially who are participating in this AGM? Now I endorse the views of Mr. Aspi Basania, a chartered accountant, especially about the physical shares. That I would also go with these views that better buyback instead of all the reasons we are getting, no transfer, what. So if you could make some company and take like that, it would be a great help to us, especially the senior citizens who are above 70. We have made these investments when we were 30, 35, and today we are all stuck. With this, I wish you all the best. I wish you, especially you, very good health, and our whole team there, including our employees, and may our company grow in strength to strength. Thank you. And now Mr. Mascarenhas will speak. Just hold on.
Hello, sir. I'm the next speaker in the line. So can I proceed?
Yes, please.
Sir, I want your permission to proceed. I'm the second in line after my wife. Can I proceed?
Yeah.
Hello, can I proceed? Respected Chairman, sir, very distinguished members of the board, and my fellow shareholders. Good afternoon to you all. My name is Aloysius Mascarenhas. I'm a regular speaker for all our Tata companies, and I've got very great regard to our company and our chairman and the management. Our results are very good, as shown in facts and figures in our report. I'm very happy about it. And going forward, I would like to know, in these days of acquisitions, many acquisitions have been made. So any more in the pipeline? And this consumer products is doing very well. I have a small suggestion. There is some tea with 15 herbs. So I would like to you of Dabur. So I would like this to be introduced. Rest all my wife has talked at length. I would endorse her views. And I'm getting good cooperation from Mr. Trevor Fernandez in dematting my shares. With this, sir, I thank you very much. Looking forward for better days ahead under your management. Thank you. Thank you once again for a patient hearing. Thank you. God bless you and our company.
Thank you. With that, we have come to the end of all the shareholder comments. So now let me try to quickly respond to the various questions that were put forth. First, Mr. Arun Kumar Bopanna, you talked about HR policy. This company is very purpose-driven, and people is the core strength of the company. So all our policies are very supportive to encourage and empower people, and also create a safe and equitable workspace. You asked about the average employee age. It's 42 years. You asked about training. We spent about 15,703 hours in training. Our talent retention rate is 95%. You asked about returns. We continue to focus on ROE as well as ROCE. We will have to drive that through significant growth as well as margin and also manage costs. Then you talked about skills. So the company has a special program on talent management and to develop the required skills. You and many others asked about millet. See, our millet business is through Tata Soulful. It has grown almost threefold in the last 2 years since we acquired that company. Though the size is small, it's been growing at a very high rate. And Tata Soulful is focused on capitalizing on this opportunity. Later on, there were also a lot of comments from people like Shailesh Mahadevia. We will take all those comments into account, but definitely millets is a big focus area for us. And you asked about investment in startups. I mean, we keep looking, but there is no specific investment now. But when there is a right opportunity, we will definitely consider that. Mr. Manas Banerjee, you asked about 8 o'clock coffee performance. It was impacted by the sudden increase in the coffee prices and the overall inflation. We have taken a price increase, so that did contribute to the growth in the revenue, but still the EBIT was lower than last year, primarily because of the significant increase in price. You asked about our focus in South India. It's a very important market. So we are trying to now do a number of things in South India. A, we are improving the distribution. B, we are trying to change our advertisement strategy to be completely local. And you must have seen some of these new advertisements. And then products like Sampan and other products are being totally customized to the southern tastes. So it is a market that we definitely are focused on, and we will address that. Mr. Tamal Kumar Majumdar, you asked a large number of questions and made comments. I'll try and answer them. You said we are only focused on pricing growth. That is not true. The company is focused on pricing as well as volume growth. But this year was particularly difficult for tea, and we will continue to deliver growth both on volume and on price. Bangladesh market, we are in the process of fixing it. That's why we acquired the 100% stake. We are revamping the distribution and also concentrating on what are the portfolios that we can grow in that market. You asked about R&D. R&D is, as you rightly said, R&D and innovation are most important for this business. We're increasing our spend. Last year, the R&D spend increased by almost 70% than the previous year, but we will continue to significantly improve the spending on R&D as well as in innovation. You talked about the Moonshot project. I think the team can give you a lot more details if you're interested. But definitely, the focus is on increasing the beverage options from tea to filter coffee to milkshakes and areas like fresh sandwiches. There are many suggestions that have come, and we are looking at that. You asked about the exceptional items. The gain on the conversion of JVs into subsidiaries is the primary reason for the increase, because our ownership stake increases above 51%. That is the reason. This is both in South Africa and in Bangladesh. You asked about GDR delisting. We have terminated the engagement for GDR with effect from June 2023. The GDR holders will have a time limit until June 24, 2024 to surrender their depository shares. That's approximately a year from now. And then you asked about decreasing in the dividends from subsidiaries. It's primarily because of the Tata Coffee. Now currently we are going through the merger process. So you will see that being addressed in the next fiscal year. Increasing the price of salt because of the huge increase in price as well as the inflation. We took price increase, but currently we see a very stable environment. And you asked about when will the direct reach of 1.5 million consumers, when will it cross the indirect reach? But actually we have a portfolio which are very different. Some are suitable for direct, some are indirect, some areas we will depend on wholesalers because we are operating in multiple places across the nation. So in towns where there are more than 50,000 people, we will go more direct. In some other places, we will have to go more indirect. In towns which have a lesser population, we will go more direct. And rural areas, we will have to depend on wholesalers. So it will always be a combination. It is not a question of one being superior to the other. Narishco has done well. Later on, somebody also asked what is the focus of growth in this entity. We have grown 80% to 621 crores, and the growth plan is quite strong even for FY24, where we hope to cross 1,000 crores. And as we grow in this business, this year we reported a profit of 33 crores. So you'll see more profits in the coming years, and in the next few years we will wipe out all the accumulated losses. Starbucks profitability. Starbucks is both EBITDA positive and EBIT positive, and the cash flow is negative primarily because we are reinvesting in the growth of the business. Those are the comments from you, Mr. Mujumdar. Manoj Gupta, thank you for your comments. Meghna Bajoria, you had asked about the India versus international business. See, currently certain businesses like tea are very heavy in India. It's a 63% market in India. Tea is, the coffee is significantly international. So I can't give you a number whether we will overall go towards 80-20 or 85-15, but suffice to say that the significant focus is in India. So our growth in India will always be much higher. As a result, as a percentage of revenue to the overall size, India business will keep increasing. Mr. Santosh Saraf. So you asked about the availability of the Narishco in Northeast. They're expanding both the portfolio and the geographic footprint. We are just about opening it up in East and Northeast. So you should expect that towards the end of FY24, we should have the product available. You also asked about millets, which I already answered. Tata Soulful has started with ragi, and it already has some breakfast cereals like masala oats, muesli, etc. But we will continue to expand into all other millets like jawar, bajra, and have a holistic portfolio. And you asked about the expansion again between. No, thank you. Sarita Lohia, you asked about margin levels of the international business. See, actually, different businesses have a different margin profile. The India business has a higher margin, especially the branded business is around 14%. International business is around 11%. All the growth businesses are in single digit at this point. As the growth businesses gain scale, you will see them crossing to double digit. See, when we are in a growth business, you will always have variation between businesses that have scaled as well as businesses in which we are investing. Anuja Kumar, you asked about ratio of tea versus coffee versus others. The branded tea contributes approximately 47% of our overall turnover, while the branded coffee contributes around 11%, with all the balance coming from food portfolio and non-branded businesses. Mr. Subhash Kar, you asked about the grievances in page 238 of the annual report. There were 4 complaints that were received through the SEBI scores platform in the last quarter of 2023, and these were responded before the March 31st, but by the time it had to be looked into by SEBI and closed, the year end passed, so it is been closed now as of May 23rd, May 23. Sharat Kumar Shah, you asked, and Mr. Kar, you also asked about the diversity. 86% of the employees are women. We have a clear target to go to 50% women by 2030. And in terms of the next shareholder, Sharat Kumar Shah, you asked about subsidiaries. We have said that we will go from 45 to 25 entities. I mean, this process is very much on. We are addressing it as we speak, but then it takes time because of all the regulatory compliances that we have to go through. It is to also streamline the markets in which we operate. We are getting out of markets which are very small and where we don't have a growth focus, and also loss making. So that's how it is being. For example, Australia, Bangladesh, Czech Republic, these are markets we are addressing. Kamal Jawari asked about the registration sequence. We have registered all the shareholders strictly in the order in which we have received the requests in email. Mr. Abhijit Srivastava, you asked about can we provide Tata coffee services to corporates? Yes, certainly we are looking at that. The company is looking at a business model for that. The company is also looking at vending machines, etc. These are very much in the thinking of the company. You asked about the number of new products launched. 34 new products were launched during the last fiscal year. Preeti Agarwal, you asked about new FMCG category. See, the company is definitely transforming itself to be a full-fledged FMCG company, but it can't be done overnight. It's a process that we have to go through. Currently, we are expanding both the beverages and food business, so there's a lot of focus. In these businesses, we have got to scale them, and also we're investing in R&D and innovation. But while we are doing that, we are looking at new categories and looking at acquisition opportunities for those categories so that we can kickstart and accelerate our journey towards becoming a full-fledged FMCG company. Rachana Bhagat, you asked about the Tata salt market share. We are about little over 37%. And I think it has got a huge potential. The company is also doing a lot of innovation in that area. So you can see that they have launched new products. And Millet, I already answered the question. Pranabda, thank you for your comments, and sorry that it was difficult for you to join. The suggestions you made with regard to advertising and communication is completely well taken on board. Lily Pradhan, you made number of comments regarding CSR. The Tata Group has huge focus on CSR towards challenged persons, and we are doing that in multiple companies. In fact, in some of those specified themes, we are also partnering across companies. The overall CSR spend last year was roughly around 16, little over 16 crores, but the company also spends additional welfare spends of 16 crores in other areas where it is operating. And we will certainly support women empowerment. It is an area we are totally committed to. Mr. Jaideep Bakshi, thank you for your comments regarding the sustainability initiatives and the renewable initiatives. The dry fruits business is a pretty young business, and you will hear from it more as we go into the future. Mr. Ashit Patak. So you had comments about ESG. You see, we have a very strong goal in this company, and there is a big milestone to be achieved by 2030. Company is committed to becoming water neutral across all operations by 2030. It's also committed to have zero waste to landfill by 2030. 100% of the packaging will be recyclable, compostable, or reusable by 2030. And you asked about the beverage business. While the first 3 quarters were quite difficult, in the last quarter we have seen a volume growth of 3%. And we want to increase the reach by systematically increasing the distribution. You asked about impairment. The impairment test was done for the plantation business, and despite the losses which triggered the assessment, the auditors have concluded that the value of the asset supports the carrying value of the investments made. Mr. Gautam Tiwari asked about the capex. Capex is about 400 crores. Subsidiaries under loss, he asked about, see, the new businesses like the smart foods are being addressed. So as we start all these new businesses, we need to give it a few years before they become profitable and attain scale. Mr. Hiranand Kotwani, your comment on the marketing is taken note of. Gautam Nandi, thank you for all your comments. And you asked about the roadmap for next 4 to 5 years. I mean, we can't give you specific targets because we don't give futuristic projections. But having said that, the company is on an aggressive growth path. It will become more and more stronger FMCG company. It's focused on increasing the distribution reach of its products and international markets. There are certain products like ready to eat, ready to cook products have more attractive market in the international space than in India. So we will focus the international market with such products. And international markets will provide steady cash flows going forward. And there will be a lot of focus on R&D and innovation so that our sales to innovation ratio will continue to increase. So those are the broad qualitative comments I can give you. Mr. Ravichandran, you gave a number of comments. So you asked about the CSR. The company has a mechanism to monitor how the money is spent, including physical visits, as well as representation on committees. You talked about trade payables. You know, in this business, both the trade payables and the inventories have to be looked at the same time. And the company does not owe money to suppliers other than the contractual terms. And we have done an impact assessment of all our CSR work, and a detailed report is available in page 166 of the annual report. And you asked about packaging. I already answered that. We have made a commitment that 100% of the packaging materials will be reusable, recyclable, or compostable by 2030. And the company is a member of the India Plastic Pact and UK Plastics Pact. Our focus here is to promote circular economy. Certain markets like the US, UK, Canada are very developed markets. The growth rates are low. So we will focus in some of these markets for more cash flows. But at the same time, we will also look at specific products which have high opportunity for growth in those markets. You asked about leveraging. I think the company generates enough cash and also a lot of cash in the balance sheet. We will think about leveraging whenever there is a huge acquisition or anything like that. Otherwise, for normal growth, the company has enough cash. Mr. Shailesh Mahadevia, again, I'm sorry that you had difficulty in joining, and the company will look at it. And your comments on millets I already answered, and we will definitely look at expanding the entire portfolio, including your comments on pecans, etc. CSR impact study has been done, and the company works closely with Big Basket, but definitely we'll look into your comments. Mr. Yusuf Rangwala, you asked about the number of people in the company, approximately 3,100 people. Mr. Vinod Agarwal will respond to your questions in email. SP, we have taken note of your comments on the share registry, but I don't think that is something that can be done. In terms of unclaimed dividends, it's roughly around 3 crores. Mr. Ajit Krishna Kumar is the son of Mr. R.K. Krishna Kumar. Abhinav Nandi, thank you for your comments. Naveen Botra, I think most of your comments have already answered. Already answered about Narishco. From the current 645 crores, next year it targets 1,000 crores plus. Starbucks has an aggressive growth plan. We opened 71 stores. The expansion will focus on growth across multiple cities. Currently, we are present in 41 cities. Generative AI is a totally new area. I think it will evolve. The Tata Group companies all are working together to look at predictive AI, generative AI, and what are the innovations that we can do. But this space will evolve, a lot of work to be done. 5G private network, it's not available now. As and when it becomes available, we will create use cases, customer experience cases to successfully leverage the 5G network. Tata Coffee, definitely after the acquisition in the next couple of years, you will see a significant synergies. The company expects at least to upper single digit improvement in the margins of the Tata Coffee business. Thank you. Amit Belwal, thank you for your comments on the packaging, small packets, and comments on how the company should be leveraging Big Basket. All these things the company has taken note of, and we will see what can be done. With Amit Banerjee, so I think the company is focused on introducing new products, not necessarily looking at what the competition is offering. Yes, across the FMCG space, there are significant opportunities. We have a filter. The company has a filter. While it has a pipeline, not everything that is in the pipeline can hit the market based on what is attractive, what is the growth opportunity, what is the scale, what is the margin profile, and what is the special place we can create in a particular product. All those things are taken into account. And your comments, like others, on the branding of products is taken note of. We will definitely address that. Mr. Sanjay Banik, again, your comments are already addressed, and especially the segment-wise debit you asked for, I think we will definitely consider publishing that. Ms. Celestine Mascarenes, thank you for your comments. As I said, 34 products were launched last year. International business, there are certain products which are attractive, especially ready-to-eat, ready-to-cook products. Otherwise, in mature products, we will focus on cash flows. CapEx is 400 crores, and acquisition is something we will continue to look at. I've also answered the question by Mr. Mascarenes. Thank you all for joining us today and for your valuable feedback. The e-voting process during the meeting has already commenced, and I encourage members who have not yet voted to do so. E-voting will remain open for the next 15 minutes to allow members to cast their votes. I hereby authorize the Company Secretary to accept, acknowledge, and countersign the scrutinizer's report and declare the consolidated voting results upon receiving the scrutinizer's report. The voting results will be announced within 2 working days after the conclusion of the meeting. The results will be communicated to the stock exchanges and displayed on the company's website, NSDL's website, and the notice board of the registered office of the company. Once again, I convey my gratitude to all of you shareholders for your participation and continuous support to the company. I also take this opportunity to thank the directors and independent directors for their presence today and also for their active engagement in the progress of this company. Thank you. With that, I would like to bring the meeting to a closure, and I request your permission to leave the meeting along with the management team. Thank you. Wish you all a safe and good health.
The e-voting process, which began at the start of the meeting, is now closed. I am pleased to confirm that the required quorum was present throughout the meeting. The company will announce the result of the annual general meeting within 2 working days. With that, I officially declare the meeting concluded. Thank you all for attending the meeting.